Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Cross Watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Sagittarius to full moon in Gemini, November into December 2022? I'm your reader. Mars conjunct Leo rising. Mark Angelo Lyons. That's Mal for short. M-A-L. Mark Angelo Lyons. Mal for short. I am a professional witch. I am a professional intuitive. I am president of Join the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 and a half years of service at the time of this recording. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a Kindle version and there's a link in the description box if you would like to preview it for free and see some of what I've learned. Well, way before that, 24 and a half years, way before that. I've been doing this for a very long time. Just started my own company in the last leg of that for the past 24 and a half years. Yeah, so go check it out. Click the link. I'm also a creator on Patreon. We just hit our 1-year anniversary yesterday on Patreon. And the time of this recording, look, Leo's creativity and good fortune, 5th house dynamic. I am Leo rising, and it is wonderful over there. I love it so much. I just added 2 new subscription levels on there if you want to go check it out. All of my subscribers get to see me every morning if they so choose on an unlisted YouTube live stream chat. Talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, ending with a little prayer, a little blessing to send us on our way. It's my favorite way to start the day, which I know also rhymes, but it's also very genuine. They also get all of the extended readings. Part 1 on YouTube. There is Part 2 on Vimeo.com if you want to pay pay-per-view. Vimeo on demand is magnificent. I've had it for a very long time, actually. But all of my subscribers, regardless of subscription level, get those extended readings too. Even the new tier Seeker, which is $3 a month. So they get that. But we've also been doing some recorded Zoom events over there. We've done hangouts, we've done tarot parties, we've done classes, we've done workshops. It's been really, really cool. And it's recorded, so if the patron can't make it, they can watch it later. As a matter of fact, I think it is probably one of the greatest joys in my life at this point. So if you are looking for a deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon, because I am a human supernova, a solar Superman. I'm an angel with wings of fire, a frying, drying friction blast. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. Just call me Mal. Hey. I just had that Liz Phair lyric hit me. I was in the mirror. I was like, I am a solar Superman. So very happy to be working and serving you all today, my fellow Leonines, my Lyrians, etc. If you're new to the channel, though, you know we got to do this. If you're new to the channel, 5-card draws, just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, a waxing moon, a beautiful, nudiful November, December 2022. These 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements in order: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you plant a seed at the new moon, refine your creative process, spell work, manifestational, who's he, what's this, law of attraction, up one wall, across the ceiling, down the other side, whatever your gig is, right? So whatever you plant at the new moon has a really good chance of harvest at full moon, a 2-week period. And now let's look at that timeline. We're looking at the new moon in Sagittarius, Wednesday, November 23rd, 5:57 p.m. Let's just say 6 p.m. Eastern time because I'm from New York, right? Jupiter also goes direct that day in Pisces, so that should be interesting. And I have to say, Sagittarius, mutable fire, right? Arrows of fire, of desire, heart's desires. On the day of Wednesday, Mercury, that's a lot of air for that mutable fire. So it could be a very, very powerful day, particularly with Jupiter, an air planet, moving direct in Pisces. Yeah, that's a lot. Like, so, you know, pay attention, I would think. But particularly for the Pisces, that last read is going to be something else. And in that 2-week period, we also have Neptune going to direct. I forget what it's in. I didn't write it down. On December 3rd. So we got some planets going direct. I didn't see any other retrogrades on the calendar coming for us. but then, of course, bringing us to the full moon in Gemini, also on a Wednesday. And here's the real interesting thing. When the moon rides at her peak, then ye heart's desire seek. Well, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Wednesday, mercredi, Mercury's day, it's a double whammy, right? And that's at 11:08 p.m. So I'm going to probably nail my magic right half hour before that, half hour after, really do work that. So that's why I write these down, because I apply this to my own personal spell work manifestational process. So here's the tea. It is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, check your other signs. Standard YouTube reading rules apply, because your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs could have 4 different seeds or different takes on 2 or 3 or 1 in particular. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will. This is important. Not just explanation, it's important to reiterate. And I will do the best. Focus on your breath, right? Keep your feet on the floor, stay grounded. I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace so you can manifest your element of fire, your heart's desire. Because the more of us who are manifesting our heart's desires into physical form in some way, shape, or form, the more we're shifting this world to more golden, healthier, happier, more fulfilling timelines. All part of that ineffable great plan. Ready? I guess that's about it. Still point. Still point is the transitional spell from explanation to divination. I've only been doing it for a couple of years now. Using the magical spell cards. I guess my setup. Look, I have pants on. Don't be shocked. I'm a Virgo. Because I'm Leo rising doesn't mean I have to act like one, though I often do. Sorry, that was a bit of it's a card slide till a card slide pulled it down. A little Stevie Nicks for you there, a little intro. Look, Whispers of Lord Ganesh, he's not in this one. But I think we'll make do with that. Grace under pressure. So, one more time, please take a nice deep breath. I'm watching you over there. Tarot cards staring at me. Still point. That feels good. Yeah, using the magical spell cards. Thank you for your patience. I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Cross Watchers, because if the Cross Watchers implement this for themselves, they're going to manifest, or at least move in the direction of manifesting what hits the table, as well as helping the Leo they're cross-watching for and the whole Leo collective. And that is the important part of it. As one of us heals, all of us heals. As one of us manifests, we all get a little bit closer. So please, ancestors, magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Leo and the cross-watchers, what is the perfect spell fragment from the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish to help refine their element of fire, what we yearn for, what we burn for, what our hearts desire, this beautiful, beautiful November, December 22. Peace, man. Ugh. You know, when you're younger, you're like, peace sounds boring. And then it's not anymore. Peace, man. Dude, peace. The spell fragment. Oh, well, we name a goddess in this one. Are you ready, my pagans? Buckle up. Bridget, goddess in your sacred name. A light within me. Peace is flame. So you literally have a fire element in your fire element. And look, if you're not a goddess worshiper, like I am, Bridget, they named Britain after her. Tells you how powerful she was. You can certainly do Saint Bridget. Same thing. Same being. Let's not go there right now. I'm not ready to teach a comparative religion in this video, though I could. A light within me, peace is flame. Now, the truth is, that light is already inside of you. It's called the eternal soul. It's part of you, the traveler, right? Hail the traveler. You hear that when people cross, right? That is that light, that peace. In other words, the soul's not frantic. The soul's not worried. The ego is worried, frantic. The soul is like, hey man, peace, it's all good. I love you. This isn't our first time on planet Earth. And the personality has to choose. Yeah, no, it's cool. That's there's the hero's journey for you in a rather archetypal nutshell. So peace in general in life, peace in a specific situation. Let's keep going and find out. Let's anchor that. Let's ground that with the element of Earth using the crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. I think I say it every read. I really love this deck. Cards are gorgeous. The Oracle messages seem to be rather specific, which I kind of love. Change is going to happen. Oh, thanks. The constant of the universe. No shit, really? But the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire, and if you have the stone indicated and you want to use it as a magical tool, an amulet, a talisman, a touchstone, a gratitude rock, a reminder to do the mantra, which is the last card down, casting the spell, working with the angels and the higher selves, you could do that. But if you don't got the if you don't have it, right, if you don't have banded agate or rutilated quartz, which I'm wearing rutilated quartz right now, you don't have it, clear quartz does everything. Grab a rock, grab a piece of jewelry, grab something. You're a Leo, I'm sure you got something, a hair clip, right, a special bobby pin, and use it to anchor it into the element of earth. Please take a nice deep breath. I do go on. At least I know that about myself. Still point. This feels lovely. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North powers of Earth, hence the crystal oracle, the Archangel of Lyons, the Lion of God, the Archangel of Nature, so that's like plants, rocks, and animals, pretty much everything. Please, one card in clarity for the Leo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire, to ground and manifest their heart's desire this beautiful, beautiful November, December 2022. Labradorite. I have that. I have that Labradorite. Right? Like the dog with an orite at the end. This is a pretty heavy-duty interpretation of the stone. I usually use Labradorite for connecting not just with higher guides, but on the occasion, the star seedy stuff, if you know what I mean. And get very seedy up there in the stars. You got to know who you're talking to. Ooh, this is a long one. Ooh, it's got an affirmation. All right, buckle up. Buckle up, Leos. Here we go. Labradorite. Keywords. Telepathic communication. Can you imagine if everybody gained that skill overnight? I mean, everybody. There'd be no more lies. There'd be no more lying, because you would know. She's like, bitch, I heard that in your head. Right? Telepathic communication. Prophecy. Now, Apollo, the sun, god of prophecy, the S-U-N-S-O-N, auras, kiss my aura, Dora, it's real Angora, and energy. So telepathic communication, prophecy, auras, and energy. We're going to keep that open once this is done, because that's a lot to remember. So here's the message. You will soon see that a particular situation that is causing concern and preventing you from moving forward is due to fear. Well, that's the lead that alchemizes into gold, right? Those three elements in between lead and gold on the periodic table. That's Course in Miracles. That's all of this. That's shadow work, certainly. This realization is in itself a breakthrough. Okay, so the only thing that's holding me back is fear. It's not exactly a new thought. This realization is in itself a breakthrough. By acknowledging your fear, you transcend it, and a whole new vista becomes visible. Well, that would certainly bring you to peace, right? If that's your heart's desire, to just get through this and be at peace, soon fear will no longer obstruct you, and you will move forward in leaps and bounds into it. As you begin to achieve your goals, you will realize that you can communicate with others telepathically, and that this form of communication can influence events in a positive way. By bringing your focus within, it is possible to energetically connect and communicate with everyone and everything upon the planet. I do every day, several times a day. You will gain invaluable insights, which will help you focus your attention on that which will be of a greater good for all concerned, including yourself. This is an exciting and wondrous time for you However, you are being cautioned not to abuse this newfound gift and to remember to always act through love and for the greatest good of all. In other words, no scoping and probing with the telepathy, right? You're really not. I mean, unless someone's energy field is wicked weak, then they don't really care about the secret being known, one would think. You know, I tried. Hey, look, you know, every hero was a villain for a while, pretty much. So the affirmation, at the heart of all creation, only love exists. It stirs within my heart as it moves the earth and stars through endless cycles. All is interwoven with light. All is interconnected through love. That is all truth. That is all truth. We are all one thing appearing as all sorts of different things. It's not true. That's why, you know, the illusion of separation has caused the havoc and the chaos here on the planet. You know, war, crime, rape, name it, right? Cheating, stealing, lying. If we're all one, that's not possible. But then again, we couldn't have chocolate. So, you know, it's a bit of a trade-off. The human experience as a divine being. So peace with telepathy, right? I gotta remember to keep that open. I keep forgetting. That's it. Right after this reading, I am going to put a bookmark in this sucker. Where are you, the L's? Lapis labradorite. You go like that. Thank you. Good boy. All right, so we got 2 on the table. Peace in fire, labradorite in earth, prophecy, telepathic communication, prophecy, auras, and energy, though I don't remember them saying anything about auras, but whatever. So let's get the element of air. Now, fire can exist without air. So this is the thought part, the mind part, third eye, third chakra, that kind of vibe. 2 ways to interpret this. One is the words written on the card. Think about it. Contemplate the word. Look up the original meanings of words on the internet. Sometimes that gives you the detail that makes a very general 5-card draw a more personal click for you, like a lock in a tumbler in a safe, right? Unlock something for you there. These are also healing angels, legions of them. Like, how many of them can dance on a pin? I don't know, but there's a crap load of them apparently in the higher realms of divinity, though it's all one thing. They can pretty much mitosis pretty quickly as needed, but they don't come unless you call. So call. Please take a nice deep breath. As a plane goes by overhead. As I call upon the angels and archangels of fire, the sign of Leo, powers of the south, the legions of Archangel Michael, please 1 card in clarity for the Leo collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the element of air to stoke the fire and manifest their heart's desire of peace with that telepathy and that prophecy and that aura and that energy that they're so close to. It feels like they're close to getting this. Their fear is in the way, but to bring them peace, because we could see peace instead of this, A Course in Miracles, right? So what's their element of air? The angels waiting in the wings with their wings, just at the invitation to swoop in and help them heal. The Healing Angels Oracle, this beautiful November, December 2022. Listening. Now that just does not mean with these ears. That means listening with inner ears as well, particularly if you're doing fucking telepathy. So what would the Healing Angels of Listening do? What would their function be? I've been saying this in the readings, I think this time around, more and more. It's like, well, I know what a plumber does, and I know what an electrician does. I don't know how they do it, but I know what they do. I know their function. Think about that. Contemplate that. Element of air, that, right? What would the Healing Angels of Listening do? Well, they could heal your ability to listen, and, maybe audio, literal, physiological bones in the ear and all that, whatever. That might be part of it. Maybe that's upsetting your peace, but it's also about how you listen. Like, there's a difference between listening to somebody and hearing. Hearing tends to indicate more of an empathic understanding, really hearing someone out. But this could, if you see, It's a woman praying to an angel. So the angels hear everything. Voyeurs. Winged voyeurs. Good name for a band. Right? To listen to your inspiration and know that they are listening to you and they're here to help. I mean, they really don't judge. They really don't. And so to confess to them in prayer is kind of an ancient thing, kind of, sort of. So for the Michaelite vibe here of listening, it is very, again, third eye, throat chakra, like this Labrador thing, and to bring peace of mind. That is the goal of A Course in Miracles, just going to say. It's about living in peace, regardless of what's going on around you. Element of water. Whispers of Love Oracle. Just did a little lovely little West Coast landslide, tarot landslide onto the dining room table. The element of water, the energy in motion that in a physical body we call emotion. It's the juice to the spell, right? Otherwise it's a dry spell. You want to put your heart into it. Love is divine power, is the sacred truth of the heart chakra, according to Carolyn Mace. In Anatomy of the Spirit. I highly recommend the book. Even though her cards are not being used this time, I'm sure she's okay with it. The higher selves of all involved, though, are kind of interested, so please take a nice deep breath. Still point. I get it. I get it. Thank you. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, maybe even my own. What is the whisper of love for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading for the element of water, the juice, the love, the divine energy of the heart aspect, to help them manifest their heart's desire for peace, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their heart's desire, with that labradorite, that telepathic communication and auras and prophecy and with the healing angels of listening. That might very well help keep them on the more golden side of the listening than scoping and probing and psychic spying. So what do you got for them? The piece of information, inspiration, insight they need to manifest their heart's desire of peace this beautiful, beautiful November, December 22. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provide a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. And if it is true that the only thing that's standing in your way or has been holding you back is fear, here is shadow. It's illusion. It's not a thing. Fear is not a thing. It is an absence of love. Well, love makes the difference. A very Course in Miracles read, just going to say. Just foundation for inner peace if you're going to do the text and the workbook and all that stuff, because it's the original edition. People have screwed with it over the decades, apparently. Love does make a difference, and particularly in terms of releasing past hurts, because if it's the pain in the past is creating the fear of the future. You got one leg in yesterday and one day and tomorrow you're pissing all over today. Thank you, Katya Zamolochikova. Work. So yeah, love makes the difference. Maybe that is part of what that telepathic dealio is giving that love to yourself and circulating that love and sending that out and listening to what comes back, as well as really listening to when people speak. Like, listen, hear what's underneath the words. Right, that's telepathy. Well, it's more empathy, but whatever. Telepathy is also a thing, apparently. So let's get our last card down. The Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. We'll book it. We'll read it from the book. But this is the card of spirit to put it together. So get yourself a piece of labradorite if you got it. If you don't worry. Just grab something. It'll work. Cast the spell for peace. Call in the healing angels of listening, knowing that love makes a difference. Put your heart into it, and here's the mantra to do for a little bit or a lot of it every day this 2 weeks, just to remember, right? Just to move forward, particularly if you're working Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and they're all different intentions. But I write these down, and a lot of times I see there's overlap from sign to sign, and I like it when it happens with my 4 too. Please take a nice deep breath. Ooh, still point. It's like call upon the ascended masters of peace. Because all of you are. Call upon all of the ascended masters. but particularly the Ascended Masters of Peace for the Leo Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Watching this video, receiving this very Course in Miracles is kind of a thread going through that if they're into it, vibe in this thing. So please, what is the perfect healing mantra? The card of spirit to charge this thing up. Their intention, their spell, to manifest their heart's desire of peace in the element of fire, Labrador and earth, listening, angels in air, and emotionally really feeling that love makes a difference. This beautiful November, December 2022. Illuminating the truth. I am willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. That's my clairvoyant mantra, man. Thank you, Metcon. So, you're going to see that the only thing that was in the way is your fear, and that's okay. It's okay. If gold is love and fear and lead is fear, then, you know, we need insulators in our cell phones. We need things that don't let the energy move so they don't blow up, right? You don't want to put 10,000 volts in a 9-volt battery. So, it's okay. You're not even looking for that experience. You want to be at peace in that still point. You know? So I'm going to read this for you. I love this mantra. I am willing, throat chakra, to see things clearly no matter the outcome. And this is saying that, you know, right? It pretty much called it out. That there's a breakthrough. That's the other big word that I couldn't remember. That's not in the keywords, but there is a breakthrough here for you. So if you can just sort of like, all right, whatever happens, I'm choosing to see things clearly no matter what the hell happens. That's going to bring you peace. Just that right there. But then peace so that you can listen to the inspiration, the guidance, the grace telepathically from others, your guides, your masters, whoever, whatever. So let's read Illuminating the Truth. I like this one. Because it talks about the difference between what if and what is, and that I remember. There's a difference between what if and what is. Why can't I find... Oh, because it's alphabetical? I don't know. Breathe. Illuminating the truth. I am willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. When the truth is illuminated, you're no longer willing to settle for opinions, but instead yearn for a direct reflection that can shift fear and apprehension into higher vibrations of acceptance. It's alchemy. Shadow to light, fear to hope, pain to peace, blah, blah, blah. In the illumination of truth, it doesn't matter how much life gets inconvenienced or disrupted. Instead, the recognition of fact versus falsehood allows you to move past the shattering of expectations to commune with a reality beyond the horizon of your ingrained ideas. And let's say we're all going through that on planet Earth. And disappointment is heartbreak, right? So the things are expectations. Expectations are the seeds of heartbreak and disappointment. So this is about illuminating the truth. It's saying, I just want to know the truth so I can be at peace no matter what the outcome is. Instead of what if, and what if, and what if, and that constant apprehensive trying to avoid something painful that we don't even know. Do you know what I mean? Which might be a total fiction. This mantra is ideal for recovering from betrayal, hello. Healing abandonment, hello. And dealing with distress, hello. I'll be using this one. I've used it before, but it just moved to the top of the list. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. So this makes a lot of sense for peace of mind, particularly the very third eye, prophecy, telepathy communication, listening to the healing angels, my variably whispering shit in your ear, prophetic wise. Prophet is an archetype, it's just not in the Carolyn Mace archetype deck, unfortunately. Love making the difference, that might be your leverage, so to speak, to like do this from a loving place, to not abuse the power, even without a labradorite, it doesn't matter. But then illuminating the truth, if that's your intention going in, by the way, for peace, I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. Yeah, I might get inconvenienced, I might even get upset, but the only way out is through. That was good. All right, so we're going to do a blessimation. It's a combination of a blessing and a summation. Because we do those for realsies here, and I love doing them. It's what I'm good at. I have what's called the Grace of Prayer. It's in my book, Words of Grace. But at the end of that, I will release the Leo Collective and the Cross Watchers by letting what's left of the goofy within me for this read out of its cage, off the leash, out of the cave and into the world and onto the internet. Please take a nice deep breath. Those are ocean waves you're hearing in the background, by the way. I don't live on the ocean. That's the soundtrack. Oh, this feels lovely. I want to stay here, but we got to finish the video. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Leo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, pantheons of the divine, may they be blessed with all that they need by illuminating the truth, that they be willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, because love makes a difference, and it might be seeing through more loving eyes that this resolves itself a little bit quicker, listening to the healing angels, of listening should they call in, right? Or listen to the listening angels, because they're listening to them with that telepathy, that prophecy, that aura, that energy. Yeah, they're what they want is coming, right? But it has not been an easy process for them, hence the need for what? Peace. What they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire in their element of fire. So, Bridget, Goddess, in your sacred name, a light within us pierces flame for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Lovely, 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 lovely read, Leo. If you found it lovely, even if you just liked it, then like it, hit the thumbs up. I hope the other Leos find it. Who doesn't need a little bit more peace? And as one of us does it, shifts the paradigm for everybody else, making it a little bit easier, a little bit easier. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I'm a mystical artist and this is part of my contract. I may not do it forever, but the gods won't tell me when, so I'm not quitting anytime soon. Why? Because I'm over on Patreon. We got humans, we got seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses, 8 tiers, just added 2 of them as of yesterday. I wrote descriptions for them. There's new clip art for them. It's amazing. You can see exactly what each level gets if you wanna. I love it so much. I can't even tell you. And if you are a creative type, an artist in any way, shape, or form, look into it for yourself. There's nothing quite like putting your art, your creativity, whatever you want to call it, your service out into the world, and people paying you once a month because they really want it. That feels good to a Leo. Spotlight. And if you want a private reading with me, there is a link in the description box, a YouTube video called Booking a Reading with Mal. Made it last year. Should make another one in the new year. Actually, I probably will. Explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal, but perhaps we're afraid to ask. But when does that ever happen to a Leo? Ever? And I love you. 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 Hang in there. Peace is worthy, but you know, all the cards are saying is give peace a chance. It's my second Beatles reference today. What's going on? John? He's so cute. Oh, they all were. Paul, though. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. Comment, subscribe, reach out, and hang in there. Have at it. I love you, my Leos. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.